सो हाय गाइस, तो आज हम पढ़ते हैं व्हाट इज कैश बेस सिंगल एंट्री सिस्टम। सो कैश बेस सिंगल एंट्री सिस्टम को पढ़ने से पहले मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स को जो होता है हम मेंटेन कैसे करते हैं। ठीक है, उसके लिए मैं आपको स्क्रीन के ऊपर लेके चलता हूँ अपनी। वेट अ मिनट। ओके, आई थिंक आई एम लाइव। हेलो 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 हेलो। सो मैं क्या बता रहा था आपको। हाँ, सो कैश बेस एंड सिंगल एंट्री सिस्टम होता है। अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स आर मेंटेन अकॉर्डिंग टू द डबल एंट्री सिस्टम। डबल एंट्री सिस्टम की तरह इसमें अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स मेंटेन नहीं किए जाते। इसमें क्या किया जाता है, तभी इसको क्या बोलते हैं, अकाउंट्स ऑफ इनकम्प्लीट रिकॉर्ड। अकाउंट्स ऑफ इनकम्प्लीट रिकॉर्ड, RECORD, अकाउंट्स ऑफ इनकम्प्लीट रिकॉर्ड बोला जाता है इसको। तो ये क्यों यूज़ किए जाते हैं? स्मॉल बिजनेस फर्म्स यूज़ करते हैं ये, ताकि उनको थोड़ा वो मिले, बूस्टअप मिले एक साथ से, समझो आप, क्योंकि वो इतने बड़े बड़े अकाउंट्स नहीं बना सकते। दैट्स व्हाई दे नीड समथिंग इन ऑर्डर टू गेट बूस्टअप। Now, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? So, in short, advantages. What are the advantages and what are the? Just a minute. Okay. So, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? So, advantages है हमारे पास। एक तो ये सिंपल होता है, सिंपल मेथड है। ओके, एंड सस्टेनेबल फॉर बिजनेस। सस्टेनेबल फॉर बिजनेस होता है कि आराम से कर सकते हैं, लेस एक्सपेंसिव है, एंड नो नीड फॉर एक्सपर्ट। नो नीड ऑफ एक्सपर्ट, एक्सपर्ट की कोई जरूरत नहीं, जना खना कर सकता है। इट इज so what are the disadvantages? So first of all, arithmetic accuracy cannot be determined in this case because this type of account is specific, so hence arithmetic accuracy cannot be determined. Now determination of profit. Profit is determined. How profit is determined? So for every businesses must know the profit and assets, profit, assets and liabilities. Hence we they need profit, something which helps him, which helps the business in order to recognize the profits बताने के लिए बिजनेस को कोई ना कोई ऐसी चीज चाहिए। तो बिजनेस क्या बनाता है? बिजनेस के पास प्रॉफिट डिटरमाइन करने के दो तरीके होते हैं। फर्स्ट तरीका होता है स्टेटमेंट। ठीक है, फर्स्ट तरीका होता है स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अफेयर्स, जो कि हमारा मेन है इधर। ठीक है, स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अफेयर होता है। और दूसरा तरीका होता है हमारे पास, सच पहला तरीका था, वेट मिनट। तो दूसरा तरीका होता है हमारे पास, एक तो है स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अफेयर हमारे पास नॉर्मली, ठीक है, और दूसरा तरीका है हमारा, ओके, दूसरा कन्वर्जन मेथड। ओके, कन्वर्जन मेथड, VERSION, कन्वर्जन मेथड। ठीक है, हम अगर फोकस करेंगे स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अफेयर्स के ऊपर। सो हाउ दिस स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अफेयर वर्क्स, लेट्स फाइंड आउट। सो स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अफेयर, इसमें क्या होता है, एसेट और लायबिलिटीज को अरेंज किया जाता है। एसेट और लायबिलिटीज को अरेंज किया जाता है फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग एंड एंड ऑफ अकाउंटिंग पीरियड। इट्स सिमिलर टू बैलेंस शीट। इट्स समहाउ सिमिलर टू बैलेंस शीट, एंड the basic difference between the basic difference is that if closing, just as if we take the example of assets, balance sheet, how we determine profit? If asset is greater, if asset greater than liability, we say we are in profit. Or and also there are many other, many more things which relates, which helps us in finding the profits. Like we have this expenses, direct expenses, gross profit, which helps in calculating the net profit. So we have many more, very large, scope of finding profit in dual based, accrual based accounting. But in this cash based accounting, we can, there is only one thing which determines the profit, which is it is capital. So how was capital? Capital helps. So how was capital before? Like, sorry. So what was the opening capital? Opening capital, and what is opening capital, and what is closing capital and closing capital. Okay. So hence, if opening capital is greater than closing capital, okay, if opening capital is greater than closing capital, we would say we are in loss. And vice versa, if closing capital is greater than opening capital, So we say we are in profit. In short, if you want to imagine it like this: if I have invested 10,000 in a let's suppose in a small firm, I have invested 1 lakh, and in this 1 lakh, at the end of a period, I get in my cash box, I have from every other sources, the total amount of cash, because it's a cash base, so total amount of cash which I have right now is 90,000. So this was my opening capital, 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh was my opening capital. 1 lakh was opening capital and 90,000 is closing capital. Here, opening capital is greater than closing capital. So I am in loss of 10,000. Okay, it's as simple as that. So this is statement of error. Now, adjusting is so now here adjusting is required for drawings. So how adjusting is done? Let's find out. So in order to do the adjusting, we first of all we need to know what are the two ways in which adjusting is done basically. So first is if owner draws money, or we can say drawing, and second is adding addition addition of capital. Okay, so let's suppose owner withdraw, it was 10,000. Okay, once okay, let's say there was 1 lakh in the account and owner withdraw 10,000, so we need to subtract this 10,000 from the capital in order to get the original capital, which is 90,000. Similarly, if there was 10,000 and original, sorry, not 10,000, I would say if the owner had, let's say, 1 lakh, and the addition was 1k or 10,000. So in this scenario, we need to add the remaining capital, which is 1 lakh, which is 1 lakh 1,000. Okay, it's 1 lakh 1,000. Okay, 1 lakh 1,000 rupees. So in this way, we need to basically adjust the capital. So in short, what is the basic formula for everything? So the basic formula comes for the profit or loss. We use the formula which is capital at end, or we could say closing capital capital at end minus capital at beginning. Okay, so this will give me a profit, but we need a net profit. This will give me you can understand it like this is a gross profit, but we need a net profit. So to this I would add drawing. Okay, I would add drawing and subtract what? Capital introduce or addition. Capital introduce. So this is our basic you could say the formula for profit and loss. Okay, now difference between double entry and cash entry, we have already discussed how these both of these are different. Now let's move on to difference between balance sheet and statement of affairs. So balance sheet is prepared on the basis of trial balance, we know, and but statement of affair does not need trial balance, so trial balance is not prepared in this case. Also, object for balance sheet, we have an objective of financial position, like where our account stands as of now. But in statement of affair, we want to know, you could say capital at a point of a time, or we could say profit or loss at a point of a time. Okay, and what next? We need to prepare under. So for balance sheet is prepared under double entry system. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Sorry. So balance sheet is prepared under double entry system, while statement of affairs is prepared under single entry system, which is basic. And balance sheet is prepared on the basis of ledger accounts, while the statement of affair is prepared on the basis of estimates, basically, because here basically the person does not know how much his or her capital is, so hence it is based on estimation. Okay, estimation. Okay, now let's move on to what is financial management. So, what is financial management is basically planning, organizing, and directing and controlling financial activities. Is known as financial management. So, it deals with procuring funds, raising, utilizing funds, using money. Okay, so basic. What are the basic objective of financial management? Okay, what are the basic objective of financial management? Okay, our topic is financial management. Financial. So, financial management. Okay, so financial management means planning, organizing, directing, and controlling financial activities. So we are planning, we are organizing, we are directing, and we are controlling our financial activities. Okay, it deals with procuring basically funds and then utilizing those funds using money. Okay, so basic objectives, we can say what are the objectives. So basic objective is to ensure regular, okay, wait a minute, to ensure regular and adequate supply of fund, supply of fund. Okay, it's adequate, not educate. Okay, so this is the basic objective which is needed to ensure. And also you could say regular and adequate supply of food, of not food, sorry, fund. Then we have optimized usage, optimized usage of funds. Okay, then we have ensure safety of investments. Okay, and that's it. So these are the basic things, which is, very basic things basically these are. Then after the objective, we have this functions of financial management. So what are the basic functions of financial management? Basically, if you want to become a financial manager, what is the basic requirement? So you need to know how much capital is required, or estimation of how much capital is required. Investment of fund is to increase profit, managing the cash flow, managing the financial controls like ratio analysis, budgeting, and forecasting. Okay, so what are financial audits? So financial audits are independent examination of financial statements to check accuracy, fairness, and compliance with rules. So these are the financial audits. Okay, so before move on to further, so financial audits needs reporting, report of audit. Okay, report of audit means after an audit is done by an officer or probationary officer, or by basically the audit is not done by any probation officer. It is done by CAs, chartered accountant. Chartered accountant are responsible to do audits under the CAG, Compton and Auditor General. Okay. Now, purpose, as I said, it needs, per report of audit is required here. Now, we all know that it is not 100% accurate, but it's, it is like we reasonable assurance. You could say we give reasonable. Wait a minute. So we give reasonable assurance, reasonable assurance. Okay, reasonable assurance. So yes, stakeholders, regulators, investor, manager, to stakeholders, regulator, manager, etc. So there are two types of audits. First one is external audit, and then is internal audit. So what are external audits? Audits done by external CA, external auditor, and internal means audits done by internal chartered accountant or internal CA. Sometimes the internal chartered accountants sometimes audit, give audit to themselves, or you could say audit to other departments. Like if I'm handling the cash, I have this intern, I can audit the person who is handling, vouchers. I could say, give me your voucher statements, I want to check how much vouchers you have used. Or if it is from bank account, I would say, show me where you have put, where all the balance of bank has been given. They needed a statement somewhere like this. So next is audit report. So there are four types of audit report. First one is unqualified, next one is qualified, then disclaimer of opinion, disclaimer of next is adverse. So unqualified report means ki the person here, basically it's mean ki everything is correct. Okay, it means everything is correct. everything is correct. Okay, and the result are positive. Okay, qualified means there are some little mistakes, not a big blunder. Okay, little mistake, there is some little mistake, not a big blunder, not a big blunder. Okay, next we have disclaimer of opinion means if sorry, if auditor wants something but the company is refusing or delaying or not giving the proper evidences to the company in order to check the audit, so in that case the auditor make a report for disclaimer of opinion, which basically said that I cannot just approve it and cannot disapprove it because I don't have sufficient evidences. So hence he issues disclaimer of opinion. Next, adverse report means key there is a very big blunder in the financial statements. Okay, next is yes, I think next is PFMS. PFMS means Public Financial Management System. PFMS. Wait a minute. Why I lost report? I don't know. Next is our PFMS. Okay. So what is PFMS? We have PFMS, Public Financial Management System. So Public Financial Management System, earlier known as Central